everyone, and welcome back. We're back again. Storm here.
Kimmy here.
Mom here.
So welcome back, guys. We're going to be watching Suicide Squad today. We are blind to this. And this is in the DC universe.
Okay.
It's been a while since we've watched something DC.
We haven't. Yeah.
And it's not because we just choose not to. It's because we do get requests. And then they don't win the polls. We try to stay in release order of most things because of a lot of fans telling us that it's good to stay in release order. And anytime, which the only thing we really skipped that I remember is one of the Hulk movies from Marvel, and a lot of fans were upset by that, and we just never had a chance to go back because we really do get so many requests. So eventually we might get to that. So I thought it would be fair to just watch this one before we continue on with the DC universe, because this is the next one in the order. And a few opinions say they don't really care for this movie, but I try not to be influenced by that because I want to have my own opinion on it. We'll just find out ourselves and go from there.
Sounds good. You'll do it with us.
Yes, and Will Smith is in this.
Good.
I like Will Smith. We all do.
Yes.
And I know Harley Quinn. She's a character, and I mentioned her before, but you guys never met or saw Harley Quinn because there's no reason why you would on the channel. I'm like thinking but I used to love her from the show. I used to watch the really old Batman series when I was a kid. Harley Quinn is the girlfriend of Joker.
Okay, so the really, really old Batman.
Yeah, there's so many different, but it's kind of old now because, like, oh god, the years, like, it keeps flying by. It's like the really, really, really old Batman, and then the really old Batman that I used to watch, and then and nowadays. But yes, it's not this Pow Bam, like the Adam West one. Yeah, that one's funny too, though. So it was after that, and it was in the '90s, I believe, that they made Harley Quinn because I used to see her in the cartoons.
All right.
And yeah, so she was a pretty cool character. I'm curious what your take is going to be with that character. I'm wondering how they're going to portray her in this, and I kind of hope it's like the cartoon. Suicide Squad. What does that even sound like? It sounds like a very positive title.
Oh my gosh.
It seems like, you see, people are going to help prevent suicide.
I know, Suicide Squad.
Very positive people.
Yes.
This is based
Spread love.
on villains.
Oh.
So, just to give you kind of an idea, but that's all I'll say. So shall we get
committing suicide if they're going after other villains?
Oh,
you never can tell. Hey,
I don't know. All right, shall we get into this?
Yes.
Sure.
Suicide Squad.
Somehow, some way, I'm gonna get out of here, and I'm gonna rain down on you. Let's have some fun.
Really?
Oh, they're beating the daylights out of him.
Oh.
Wow.
Alpha 1. Hit her.
Whoa. What?
Oh, what the heck?
What?
Oh, wow.
Mama says I can't live with you because you kill people. I know you do bad things. Don't worry. I still love you.
I'm gonna figure this out.
Batman? Yep. Oh! Your daughter's right there, like, immediately. So he actually gave himself up, too, though.
Yeah.
Yes.
Where'd you put him? Let's just say I put him in the hole and threw away the hole.
Threw away the hole.
She thought she was curing him, but she was falling in love.
I need a machine gun.
Oh my god.
This romance gone wrong.
Holy smokes.
Billy in full panda suit.
That's your ruining date night.
Yes.
Whoa. See, Batman even went underwater to save her.
Ooh.
Whoa.
I don't think she's very thankful.
Oh, jeez. Ooh, yeah, definitely the wrong cave.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, you just cracked the head off? Yeah, that's freaky.
Yeah.
I don't like stuff like that.
Yeah.
Age like 6,373.
Oh, she's in her body now. Ooh.
Some say the witch has a secret buried heart, and whoever finds it can control the witch. We found her heart.
Oh,
Ooh. Why would you have that so close? If she's that powerful, can't she just blink it and
Whoa.
grab it?
oh my God.
How about a little something from the Weapons Ministry vault in Tehran?
Bring the car around. We're going for a drive.
Oh, a bunch of knives? You had some time.
Oh my God.
Kind of like baby clothes? Yeah, that's so creepy.
Oh,
Oh my
oh,
God. Yeah.
glad to see you washing your hands.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
Go, something going on with your eyeballs.
goodness. Stay back. This is the one guy you want to stay back from.
Boom.
Oh no, he's gonna spit out something.
Oh!
Oh.
Gonna eat him?
What? Did he like absorb their bodies or something? What's going on?
Hi.
He's making a bigger himself.
Oh, shit.
Ew! Ew! What was that?
Who was that? God! Do you really want to be the first guy?
I'll take you.
Hey, I got a delivery. I have a gift basket for
Oh,
Dr.
no.
Van Chris. Hey, cool if I leave it with you? I'm way behind today.
Goodness. Oh goodness.
Uh-oh.
Good man.
Oh, yep.
Oh, yeah. Oh my
God, the helmets that they wear. Is that like Minecraft and Batman? Oh.
Right. Yeah. Whoa. Oh my God.
It's really bad. You have to sedate them.
Yeah.
Grab what you need for a fight. We're wheels up in 10.
Oh, God. On the outside.
I love Eminem.
Yeah, me too.
Oh my God.
What?
Everyone stops.
Something tells me a whole lot of people are about to die.
She has her mallet.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
We'll be led to our deaths.
What, we some kind of suicide squad?
There you go.
Fire next to King.
Yeah.
What? Whoa, there's a lot of them.
Just so.
He's just drinking. Oh, gross. It's like Rockman. Slice. Whoa! Good throw.
Mm.
Hey, hey! No, I'm angry. Oh.
Good riddance.
Harley, he dies, we die.
Oh, darn it! We have to save him.
Yeah, right. He is so good. Woohoo!
Oh,
Man, is he?
Oh my God.
Woo! I feel better.
Jeez. Yeah.
Ding. Oh, jeez.
Oh boy.
I'm amazed she's able to keep her phone. Wee!
Yeah.
And he's just not doing anything.
Just
Oh boy, watch the fire. Yep.
Burn them all! Right, Mom?
Oh wow.
Burn them all. Mom's a Targaryen.
Would you live for me?
Yes.
Would you die for her? Fallen? What?
Hmm.
Oh my god, he goes in
oh,
two!
wait.
Yeah.
How romantic!
Oh my goodness.
Pretty colors.
They're all in.
Bert's been jacked.
Oh, there he is.
Oh my goodness, why not?
Where's
Nicely
my
dressed.
girlfriend?
Disarmed. Just walking with the gunfire.
It's my
Oh
pizza.
God.
What a rescue.
We got a problem.
Ooh, that's a problem.
Oh boy.
No.
There's no way they killed the Joker. I'm in denial.
No way.
Hey, craziness.
They're part of the team.
Here's to honor among thieves.
Oh, I want that blue one. Yes, I'm totally Harley. with all the umbrellas.
Your daughter writes you every day.
Oh.
Aw.
And you kept that from me? I would be so upset.
You had these the whole time.
There you go.
My daughter is going to know that her daddy is not a piece of shit.
Oh, good.
Good, yeah.
So he's gonna get really angry there.
Step out of the shadows, I won't fight.
Okay.
Oh, honey. She really. He is even worse.
Yeah. She looks powerful too. Why can't she do something?
Okay. Oh.
Just get him in the corner.
Ooh. Whoa.
Wow.
Upgrade. Ooh, just melts it. Ooh. The poor guy though, the original human guy.
Yes.
Ooh. Uh-oh.
Have to. You have to.
Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna sacrifice himself. Turn into that flaming
Go,
monster
go,
and he'll be
go.
okay.
Go last second.
What?
Ooh, I heard that.
Yeah, I like her in that form. Ooh.
One teeny problem.
Oh, God.
See it?
You mess with my friends.
Oh, God.
Wow.
Good
Oh,
girl.
nice.
Oh,
Wow. Is this gonna kill the girl?
Please, Daddy,
Oh my
don't
God, I
do
hope
it.
not.
Oh, don't look at the vision. Don't.
The
Oh,
only way for us to be together is if you don't pull the trigger.
No.
oops,
She's
let
not
me see.
there.
Keep
And the
going.
gun's not pointed at her, so it's okay.
Yeah.
Playing with you.
Yeah.
No. Oh, she's gonna peel it off? She's alive.
Excellent. Exactly
Wow,
what
how
she wanted
lucky.
you to do.
Oh, what the?
Is that her baby?
Oh.
Her pudding.
Saving you again. Joker. Look at you, it's Joker. It's on the
Yeah.
JKR.
Yes, it is.
Let's go home.
Oh, jeez. Oh, my God.
Wow.
Wow.
I knew he was alive.
Oh, my gosh, yeah.
That was fun. Yeah, that was good. I like all the colors. Special effects here. Joker is such a great villain.
Yeah,
He's probably the scariest villain, I think.
yes, he's very bizarre, crazy.
He's very
whatever.
bizarre, crazy, and so scary. Like, I think he's
Very
terrifying
sure.
because you don't know how to take him.
Yes.
So I really liked it. I thought it was pretty entertaining.
Oh,
I
I
love
liked it
Joker and
too.
Harley Quinn a lot. I like their romance, as messed up as it was.
really
I
messed
didn't
up.
think we'd be focusing a lot on that. Not that we did a lot. I wish there was more of it. But it was fun. And
They're
I didn't,
so charismatic. That was like one of the
they're
highlights.
so
That's
nuts,
right.
but they really do like care for each other. And then Joker like abandons her and then like almost kills her and tortures her, but it's like all out of love, and she's nuts enough to be like, "Oh, I can take it, torture me!"
Oh, my God, that was...
And then jumping into that pot of boiling chemicals, and then
Oh
he's like,
my
"Oh, screw it, I'm gonna do it too. Wee, I love you. This is like our
Yeah.
marriage or something. I don't know." So it was really bizarre, but you kind of just accept it because you're like, "Ah, they're nuts. They're like so crazy."
That's what I say.
But
Oh,
man,
my
the
God.
Joker's a great villain. He is so freaking
He is.
scary.
He was.
That's right. he
Did
is
you guys
pretty
think that he
scary.
actually died for a moment, or?
I did.
Yeah.
did too,
I
yeah.
fell into it.
Yeah,
But-
I mean, like, it was believable, but I'm like, he's just too good of a villain to kill him off
Yeah,
like
he's
that.
too
Like,
popular.
DC used
Yeah.
him. He's so good. So I was sad to see that. I'm like, I didn't believe it, and then at the end I was happy. I didn't expect him to come back. I thought maybe, because I know there's more movies after this one, I thought maybe he would appear in another movie.
Got his hair color
wow,
changed.
yes.
Yeah, right?
Oh,
So I like this new Joker. He's a different design than what we're used to. And
I like-
yes, he is.
I liked
My
it, yeah.
goodness, yeah.
you like this design, and I thought he did look cool. At first I wasn't sure, but then the actor does such a good job at portraying him, and I like his voice, and it kind of sounds similar to the cartoon. Mark Hamill did his cartoon voice. I don't know if he did a lot of the series, but one of the old school ones he did. Mark Hamill, Luke Skywalker. And he's just amazing at that laugh. We did that whole video I showed you guys when we watched Joker. And I like this guy. So he kind of sounded sort of like that, or I could imagine him being the Joker. His mannerisms and...
He was perfect. He was perfect.
He was so freaking creepy and like weirdly sexual and stuff, like how he would jump on that guy's lap and just touch him and stuff. Yeah, because just to play with people to see what they're going to do. And that first guy, at the casino, he's like, oh, you know, your girl, you're lucky or whatever. And he goes, oh, you like that? Here, now she's yours. And it's like, I don't know if the Joker would just give away his girlfriend like that because he's nuts, so he loves her.
And I'm like, you know what? I think she's going to go up on you.
Yeah, like no matter what you do in this case, you're done. Because if you deny her like you did because you were trying to show respect, that's your girl. I can't do that. And he's like, and she's like, oh, I'm not pretty enough, like also messing with him. And then he shoots him anyway. So it's just like crazy. So it was a little weird at first, but then, you know, we get the Joker, and that whole thing really entertained me. And I really like Deadshot. I love Will Smith anyways.
So he was fantastic.
I like how we followed him, you know, and he was very interesting.
He was the head. He was like the brains of the outfit.
Yeah, and he's always so cool about everything, and he's a really good shot. Like, he never misses his mark. So I knew he wasn't going to shoot Harley, but it was cool how in sync they were, where she played dead right after. She should have done it the whole time, but it was more like a, see, we're friends, and you guys can't control us kind of thing. But that could have put him in danger too, because
and she did it so gracefully with her acrobatics.
Yeah, I know. Like, she's so great at that, because even in her like prison, she was just dangling on her clothes and stuff, and flipping over, and just very elegant that way. But she's absolutely nuts. You know? She was making me giggle a lot. I'm like, man, I wouldn't want to be around her. I'm sure it'd be entertaining for a little bit, but you never know, like, if you'll cross the line or not, or what she'll do to you. You know, when Deadshot actually missed Harley Quinn, I was like, that's not good, because Amanda's like hardcore and she's killing people on her own side because they didn't have clearance to know that level or something. I'm like, that's messed up.
That
you know, it's
very
like
disturbing.
To know there's corruption there too. And she's working for Bruce Wayne and pushing these. It's just crazy. So anyways, like, for him to say I missed, and she bluntly knows that's a lie, to not kill him right there, because if you're not going to do what I need you for, then you're done. So to let him go, and there's multiple times where they push the limits, and I'm glad not all of them died. Like that first guy, that fast climber or something, like he was immediately out of there.
They had to do
his head off, you know. But there's so many times that they could have done that, and they never did. So
it shows how much they needed them.
Yeah, it showed how much they needed them. And I'm glad that they all started bonding throughout. Even Flag. Like, Flag was so tough in the beginning, and very aggressive towards them, and just so hateful. And I get it, they're bad villains, but if you want them to do this job and risk their lives, and if you're just telling them you're dead anyways, like, why would you even care at that point? Like, oh, just to live for a little bit longer to help you when we're dead anyways and going to be screwed over? Like, it's not a really good pep talk, but I try to see, like, yes, he is just trying to play his part to control them.
Trying to be tough and trying to be...
and he's angry at them too, and I like how he had a romance with not the Enchantress, but the girl that was, possessed by her. And even Amanda, like, dismissing her, where she was like, I don't want to do that again. I don't want to be the Enchantress. And she's like, yeah, get rid of her. Get out of my sight. Like, right away, that rubbed me wrong. And I'm like, that's weird. I'm like, I don't like how she said that, because she doesn't have compassion for people. It doesn't seem like, It was weird, too, how the Enchantress, even though they had her heart, and I guess it had some kind of security system around it because the red light kept going off when she would go close to it. I mean, for her to kind of be free and still sleeping with her boyfriend or husband, the Enchantress can just disappear and reappear anywhere. A lot can happen in that time, so she's not controlled or contained somewhere where she can't teleport. Like, I thought that was kind of I thought that was so much
very
freedom.
Bizarre.
Yeah, and then Amanda had the freaking statue. If that was the same building she was in, she teleported into the next room or something, she grabbed the brother's statue, and I'm like, oh, well, that's convenient to have it right freaking there. And then all you have to do is break it open. So for something that they probably know a lot about, they probably did a lot of research, and to leave the brother's statue there, I thought that was a little bit of a a weakness.
That should have been under lock
Yes,
and
that's
key
right,
itself.
Yeah, maybe they
Oh my
didn't
God.
even know. Yeah, that should have been in that briefcase or something. If she can't approach the briefcase, it should have been in there.
sure,
But maybe
yeah.
they just didn't know. But if there's a lot of mystery you're not sure of, why give her that freedom? I'm
Take extra
sorry.
precaution.
That's right,
Yeah, I
know,
feel bad
yeah.
for the girl, but she even said you have to get rid of Enchantress, or when it comes down to it, take care of her. Like, you have to get rid of her. She told her boyfriend or her husband. I'm sorry, I didn't get the relationship. I know they were together, but a few things from this movie were a little confusing. But with low expectations, I did like it.
I did too. I really
That's
liked the
good, yeah.
characters. I
Mhm.
thought the
I did
crocodile
too.
guy was a little like comic relief.
Yeah, like
That's
I did
right.
like his design,
Yeah.
and I didn't really care for him at first because I thought they were just gonna make him like stupid, and he didn't have a big part, but I love how cocky he was, and then even that part where he just pulled his hoodie down and he was just like, "I'm beautiful." I'm like, yeah, that's a
Yeah,
that's a
right.
good message to have. And he was confident enough to say it, and he was cool enough to be around him. Like, he wasn't this super
Yes.
angry guy all the time. Like, he was really tough in the beginning, and he was very savage. He would eat things like a crocodile and stuff.
Yes.
But they treated him like that too.
And he wanted to
So
go down the sewer too.
yeah, and at the end I'm like, ooh, like, you choose to be down there, but he's have crocodiles, so maybe that's a good place for crocodiles to hang out. Gotham, who knows? But I liked the design of him. I thought it was cool. Like, sometimes it was a little too much, and it didn't look fake though, but there was just something about it where sometimes it was a little too much. My favorite design was the Enchantress. I love her dark side, when you just see how like creepy she looks.
Magnificent.
I never saw the ring, but I've seen a long time ago trailers for it and pictures. You guys don't even know what that is. You're gonna be like, what's the ring, right? Do you guys even know what that is?
No.
It's a horror movie, and I never saw it because
my
just the
goodness.
commercial freaking terrified me. And that woman reminded me of that design of the ring lady. That freaked me out, and I liked that design a lot. But when she turned into the mix of her and that woman she possessed, and she was all flowy and stuff, she wasn't as scary. But the special effects were still pretty cool. They were very fluid. Her brother had an interesting design to him. He was very different from her and looked like he was the more powerful one, right? Because
He was like a guard or a.
Yeah, because she was always asking him for help, and even though her heart was taken out of her body somehow, in the beginning when she was able to escape really quick, she bolted and she went right to him like, help me, and the brother was able to just resurrect her or just resuscitate her or something. Okay, well, she's stabbing your heart, so bing, 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 like whatever I did, I just brought you back.
Yeah.
So he did some kind of special magic to her to bring her back. So he's like this ultimate powerful being that I'm just shocked that they wouldn't have guarded that statue more.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow, yeah. He's been so-
And it was interesting where she wasn't really overly worried when he died. Like, she wasn't like, no.
She did get upset. She did go no at one point. She did freak
Oh,
out, but it wasn't like a whole
I thought she
major
was a little bit more,
a little bit more upset over that.
more revengeful.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But-
okay.
And then trying to show him those visions too. I get trying to throw them off.
Yes. It was good Diablo got it.
Yeah, I felt bad for him with a name too. I like how the names are very literal sometimes. It's really funny. And I felt bad that he died. I liked him. He was like a pacifist in the beginning because he already did so many bad things that he just didn't want to be involved. But for them to still bring him out there when he didn't want to be involved and didn't do anything, and he kept showing that he wasn't going to do anything for so long, I'm surprised they kept him there. Once Deadshot finally got through to him, really brought out the anger. I think I'd even go after Deadshot. He really showed that he was a firebender. I mean, that he was he was very good. He had a very good power. Yeah. And it was very impressive. And they pretty much just needed him to just burn everything. And he turned into that huge upgraded skeleton monster guy.
Wow, yes.
Yeah.
Like that.
So,
But it was horrible why he became so.
that was tragic, yes, how he lost his
Subdued
family.
Yeah.
That was very
Yeah.
sad, and he seemed like he had a really good life. So I like tattoos. I have a lot of friends that have tattoos all over. The tattoo idea, I wasn't sure if he did that after his family died, because in the flashbacks he was having, I think sometimes he didn't have the tattoos on his face, and other times he did.
He did, yeah.
So I don't know if that was just because it was a
different
mix.
times of his life.
Yeah, so
Yes,
maybe
yeah.
he did get it towards the end before he ended up killing them when he got his powers or something. I would be like, oh wow, because just to look like a skull, you look like death in front of your children. I get having stuff on your arms and stuff and maybe on your face, but to really look like death, I think that's such a negative thing to show your family. So that was kind of weird to me. But again, that's just me. Maybe the wife seemed okay with it.
Everybody's
If
different.
the flashback was correct and that actually happened in that time. His story was actually really sad, so I felt bad, and he really felt bad about it. He was so open-minded after that, and he never wanted to lose control again. So I guess he did die. It seemed like he really did die at the end. But once he upgraded to that big monster, it was like all skeleton, no flesh, I kind of feel like he'll be back. Because we didn't see a body.
I even thought he was back in that scenario when they were still fighting the Ventress. I thought I said, oh, is that him? Because I was so hopeful that he would be around still because he was so powerful. He was like the most powerful. I mean, he could really do
and I know I'm being silly, but it's just like firebending when you can lose control and it causes a lot of destruction.
Oh, sure.
You know, and I really hope he does come back. Again, there's a few movies after this, so I don't know. We didn't see a body, and he became that big monster, so I feel like he has to be around. Like he could just maybe he did that at the end, and he'll be back.
You were right about Joker. He came back.
Joker, hands down. I was like, there's no way they can kill him. If they killed him, that's a real silly mistake they did because he's too good of a character to kill off. And all the movies that he's been in are so successful, or mostly because people love Joker, and I think that would be silly. So I'm really happy he came back at the end. That made me excited. And it's shocking that Superman's dead, because we know that from the previous movie that we saw in DC, but I was kind of hoping that, like, oh, well, maybe they'll hint, because I'm still in denial about Superman dying, because how can you kill Superman? And I know there's a Justice League movie, which you guys don't know anything about the Justice League. You might have heard something, maybe? No, right? So
I never heard of it.
Justice League is like
I've heard of
Avengers and Marvel, kind of.
Okay.
So it's a bunch of superheroes together, and I don't know if that's the next movie or not. I'll have to check the order. Superman, I think, would be a part of that. So I don't know if he comes back next. I don't know. So I'm like, how can you kill Superman? Because he's such a good character. He's a good hero, you know? I thought the idea of this was kind of interesting, to have all these villains team up against their will, you know, but to team up and to be heroes, kind of, you know, to save the world.
That's right, yeah.
You know?
I liked it with Batman and Deadshot, with Deadshot's daughter in between. And he gave up for his daughter.
That's right.
That was a good moment, too.
That
to show how much that weighed on him, that it was like, holy crap, my family, like, she's telling me, no, I don't want you to kill anyone. And Batman's a good guy. I mean, I know he pushes the line sometimes to kill a hero trying to stop crime, you know, in front of your daughter, too. Like, that wouldn't be good. And, so I'm glad he actually gave himself up, because Batman is an excellent fighter, as we know. But for Deadshot to actually give up after fighting him because of his daughter was like a big moment to show that he's right, I'm wrong. I gotta really step up and own this for my own daughter, so she can see, hopefully, that I'm a good guy, you know, in that sense. But but I am happy. Like, I got kind of annoyed at the ending. Not that I wanted Harley Quinn or anyone to go free, as fun as they are. Like, I didn't want them to go free and start crying, because she literally, like, walking with a exploding part in her neck, breaks into a building to get a purse or something. Hey, we're criminals. What do you want? You know? And that was when she had a device in her neck to blow her head off, too. So I'm like, you're really going to set them free? So I was kind of like, oh, come on. And I was really thinking of Deadshot in that moment, because he really just wanted to be with his daughter. Although he did also say that he doesn't regret killing, and he enjoys it. So I don't know if he was saying that just to kind of be macho in front of the others, but you wouldn't want that back on the streets either. You know, so at the end, I can see completely why they had to go back, but they got some years off their sentence of 3 times life, whatever.
They have so many years ahead of them. At least they got some privileges, like TV, espresso.
That's right.
And who knows how long the crocodile guy will live, you know? I mean, Croc's, I don't know how long they live for, but maybe it'll, like, double his lifespan or something. So he might actually get out at some point. But Harley Quinn got out.
She sure did.
But I kept thinking of Deadshot in that moment where I wanted him to be with his daughter. So I'm like, well, realistically, it wouldn't be right, because he is a big criminal who's killed a lot of people. And I am glad he was very good with his daughter. He has rights to actually see her now and again. And Flag respects that, and he's there, you know. And the guy's coming in to take him away with all the chains after everything they just went through. And they're actually just leaving Flag in there with this major killer with his daughter, pretty much separated on their own. and you're all going to still come in with chains when he could have easily just probably jumped out a window or something if you really wanted to escape. So they probably just could have stayed outside the door anyways and walked him out and then chained him up.
Yeah.
Although he probably wouldn't have.
Okay, we're ready.
Yeah, although it's better probably in front of the daughter because then he probably won't react to try to escape. But he wasn't going to either way. So I was kind of like, why are they coming in like that after they left them separated? He could have escaped at any moment, really. To come in with chains, like heavy chains, like, oh, now you're not going to escape us, you know. But it was a moment to show that Flag was on Deadshot's side or respected him enough to be like, no, man, don't do it. It's cool. He'll come up to us. We don't want to do it in front of his daughter. So that was good. Did you guys have a favorite villain?
God, Harley.
I like Harley a lot. She was fun.
I do too. I really like Harley too. The Joker, I like because he was a good Joker.
Yeah. So Joker and
Yes.
Harley were great. Yes. I really like Harley. I go back and forth because Deadshot, I love Will Smith. He was a fun character to follow. I go back and forth because I really did enjoy the Harley and Joker story a lot.
Yeah.
Boomerang guy, I couldn't really, I kept joking about Sokka, but I didn't really care for him so much. He was kind of annoying, and he didn't really get any perks at the end because he wasn't a cool guy.
Oh, he didn't.
And then the Enchantress, I loved her design. Like, she was the cool, creepy one. I thought she was a pretty interesting character.
Yeah, that was pretty scary.
Yeah.
She was pretty spooky.
So we finally saw this movie. I liked it better than I thought I would, and I try, again, not to let opinions influence me, but at the same time, it kind of did. So I went in with low expectations, and with that said, I liked it a lot more than I thought it would.
That's good.
Good.
So the acting, I thought...
enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm. The acting I thought was pretty good. What about you, Mom? So you liked it too?
I liked it too, yeah.
Yeah? It was kind of funny too. It had violence, but we never saw anything up close. Like, people would die and get chopped up, but it was like off camera. You would never see the gore of it. You would just hear it or something,
Yeah.
So I appreciate that because sometimes we don't always enjoy seeing the upfront gore, but it adds the realism of the moment. But it also changes the rating to R, instead of PG-13. Also, that character, and I apologize for not knowing the name. I'm sure you guys are going to let us know in the comments. That lady with the sword, that when she would cut people, would take their souls.
Yes.
I feel like I've seen that face somewhere, that mask she wears. Like, she is a comic book character. They all are, I'm sure. I've seen that mask somewhere. So I was like, oh, that's interesting. So I'm like, is she a villain? Is she not? So she was the guard, to protect them. Or not to protect them, but she was a guard to protect the soldiers and to make sure that the villains didn't cross the line or cross boundaries or whatever, do what they're supposed to be doing. I don't know, like, she seems very powerful, and I don't know if she has any superpowers or just is really strong and really well trained with the sword. But I want to know more about her sword. So did she really kill her husband or something? Because what she kills with a sword. Yeah, it goes in there, and she's like praying to it or talking to her husband's soul through the sword. So I'm like, And then they were joking about being crazy. You know what they say about crazy women or whatever? So, a lot of mystery there. I have a lot of questions, but I'm sure a lot of fans that love DC understand all those references. And if you guys can elaborate more without giving us spoilers for the next movies, please let us know. We have polls on our Patreon every week, so we'll see what DC movie is next. We'll put that on the poll, and you guys can vote. We do get a lot of requests, so please, guys, be patient with us. We are growing slowly every month. We added so much just this year alone on our reactions. So we do almost 2 movies. Pretty much we've been consistent with that every week amongst all the shows that we're watching as well every week. Sometimes people are like, oh, well, I requested this for months, and I'm like, well, a lot of other people did too. We have which is so wonderful, but we have over 100,000 people who watch us. Actually, we have millions, but it shows you the different, the scale difference when it comes to people who commit and subscribe and the people who just watch. So we actually have millions of people who, watch our stuff every week.
That's
amazing.
And
it's crazy. And we have over 100,000 people who subscribe. So thank you guys. That is we're so humbled and honored by that. And we really listen to you guys, and we try our best to watch as much as we can. So just please be patient with us, because even though if we didn't watch one of your requests, we've watched a ton. We've watched so much already, and we're eventually going to get there. So stay with us. We want to keep this positive, and most of you, I want to say 98% of you guys are just amazing and so just positive and supportive, and we really have a great community on this channel. So
that's great.
Thank you
That's
guys.
keeps us going.
That's a huge thing. Yeah, and we do love DC so far. Again, like, we've seen a lot of Marvel. It's kind of like how we started too, just happened that way. And you guys do vote and kind of mold us on what we're watching. So we kind of just go by your judgment as well. And they honestly, like, you guys are great where you guys tell us, like, if Mom and Kim could probably handle it. I have no choice. I'm in it for the win it. No, I'm in it for the heck of it, you know, because I'm going to be in it just because I have to do all the recording and stuff, and I love being with you guys, and, you know. But yeah, so we'll see where this goes. So guys, thank you so much. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. If you didn't care for the movie, please don't thumbs it down just because you didn't care for the movie, because we work so hard on, well, reacting's a lot of fun, but editing and stuff and trying to get these videos up for you. So giving us a thumbs up really helps the channel. Please subscribe if you're new. Welcome, and I hope you enjoyed this. Hope you guys are well. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you very soon as always. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Come back, Superman. We want you back.
Yes.
And yay, Joker.
That's for sure,
I can't believe I'm saying yay, Joker.